Hey, I'm Zach with Turpin Landscape Design Build. Most of these videos I'm talking about water and water features. Today I want to talk about water as a problem. Standing water and unusable space in your backyard or your front yard. We get a lot of phone calls that aren't necessarily looking for a patio or a water feature or a swimming pool. We just get calls and say, I got water in my backyard and I don't want it there. It's sitting, it rains, it's wet for weeks, it's a muddy mess, my kids can't go out there, my dog comes in, he's a mess. At Turpin, we handle these problems, we just handle them in a different way. We're thinking about this in terms of how do we take this issue that we're all seeming to have. We're getting more and more rain, they're backing up streets, they're flooding out our yards. We don't seem to get normal rainstorms anymore. So when it comes and it's on your property, what do you do with it? I wanted to show you some projects that we've done to capture this water and utilize it in a really interesting way, which is going to be predominantly the way that we recommend handling these. You have water that's an issue in your backyard, it's not cheap to get rid of it. So if you're going to spend a lot of money to do something to handle this problem, why not have an awesome looking feature you can enjoy as an added bonus instead of just putting pipes in the ground with some drainage grates and tear up your yard with machines. So this is a project that we just finished up. 3 weeks without rain, in a heat wave, and this area was still muddy. That's how serious this water issue was. She's never been able to come down here. It's on a steep slope. Every gutter from the house runs down to this area. It's bermed up to keep the water on the property. That was intentional from the township because there's protected wetlands and there's shared waterways that run through her property into others. Townships and municipalities are taking a lot of extra care to make sure that your watershed pollution is not just going and hitting the infrastructure that everyone has to then deal with. They want you to keep it on your yard. They want you to keep it in-house and deal with it there. So primarily what they'll do, if you are getting something installed, an addition on your home that adds more roof space, a large patio, typically something that's over 1,000 square feet. Anytime you get a swimming pool, really any kind of large projects, they will look at your permeable footprint on your property and whether or not you have enough to add something else impervious to it. What we do here is we take this space that's completely unusable, that's standing water, and we collect it, whether it's from the roof, whether it's through the swales that we want to direct in this direction to make other areas usable, and we bring it in and we collect it into a basin. This basin is lined up to a point where it will store a certain amount of water to operate a pump. And then that pump recirculates all this water. So instead of a pit of water that gets stagnant, is a breeding ground for mosquitoes, or that it's just a nuisance area, and we capture it and we turn it over in waterfalls, we turn it over in bubbling fountains, and we feed and drip feed out of these cool systems aquatic plants, terrestrial plants, splashing it out on rocks. So we've got 20 years of experience building water features. We do certain things to reduce the amount of evaporation when we build you a pond, or we build you a pondless waterfall. So we started thinking, why not just reverse engineer that whole thing? Let's make this thing spit everywhere. Let's get it onto hot rocks that are cooking that will use up as much water as possible so that we're environmentally consciously using up the water that's on your space in a really awesome and unique way. So when you call in and you've got a problem that you want water to move from one place to another, it might not be the best place to call if you're looking to throw some pipes in the ground. But if you want to handle and manage the issue and get a really awesome, beautiful design water feature on top of that, then you definitely want to reach out to us because we've got ways that we can turn a water problem into a spectacular place to hang out in your yard.